What's up? I am so confused on whether I should say my name on here or not. I know it's not a big deal because most people be like, my name is blah 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 and this is my channel, but I guess I'll say my name. Hi, my name is Courtney. Today I'm starting this YouTube channel because I figured now is better than never. Yeah. Even though it's late and I'm 29 and I'm not getting any younger. What do I want to do on this channel?
I don't fucking know.
On this channel, what I'm going to be talking about is makeup, maybe a little skincare. I mean, of course, there's like a smoothing filter on a little bit, but you can't see the pores on my skin in real life. But I figured since I'm going to be on here and I gotta be side by side with the other baddies, like I need to look as good as the baddies.
I am a disciplined, hard-working stoner.
Alright, so I'm 29. I'm almost 30. Am I excited to be entering my 30s? Fuck no. Fuck yes. Fuck no, fuck yes, fuck no. I'm not excited because everybody's like, oh, you're entering your 30s, you're old. It's like, I'm not old. Like, do I look old to you? Back to Texas. So, sis woke up about 3 years ago and was like, it's time to move. Like, nothing in New Jersey is working out. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and expecting a different result. So do something. So I meditated and my brain was like, go to Texas. And then I just started seeing Texas shit everywhere. So long story short, Miss Girl just takes her things from work one day, doesn't tell anybody where she's going, not even her roommate, and just disappears and hops on a flight to Texas 3 days after thinking about it. Also, I just got so aware about how many times I say and how hard I breathe. So I'm gonna try this thing again where I breathe out my nose. I'm just kidding, this shit hurts. How do people do this? Ugh. Anyways, so one of the meditations that I had did, I had seen this door with paint like peeling off the door, and I had like this. I guess I should storytell it, shouldn't I? Yeah. So I'll slow down. So, like, I meditate a lot. Like, well, I used to. I don't so much anymore. I'm a baddie. I'm doing baddie things. Sorry. I got to meditate. But yeah, I meditated and I saw this door, right? And it had like this red peeling paint on it. Before I got to Texas, I had booked an Airbnb, and when I booked the Airbnb, like, it looked fine. I knew other people were staying there, but I didn't know, like, the pictures weren't picturing. Like, I got there, and the lady who picked me up from the airport, who drove my Uber, she was like, and I was like, and she was like, this don't look safe, sis. And I was like, nah, bruh. And I got valuable shit. So she was like, come stay with me. And you know me, not afraid of anything. I'm afraid of a few things, but not afraid of things that I should be scared of. I was like, yeah, let's go. So it's me and this lady's 1-year-old daughter. Keep in mind, I'm skipping like a lot of the small talk, a lot of the giggity gackety. We just had a really good conversation and we had similar interests. So she was like, come with me. And we kind of did the same thing, except for she was coming from El Paso. So we'll call her Miranda. So Miranda and I are trying to find jobs in Dallas, Texas, and we can't find jobs. So she's like, sis, like, our best bet's to go to San Antonio. There's much opportunity in San Antonio. I know someone in San Antonio. Let's go. So yeah, we go to San Antonio. Like we drove down there with her 1.5-year-old daughter after we were staying in this crusty, dusty ass fucking motel that had fucking roaches. I was freaking the fuck out. Anyways, also I'm gonna fix my gloss because I'm a glossy girl, and I love this gloss. I got this off of Amazon. It came in a 5-pack. One was brown, one was black, one was clear. And this has become my favorite gloss. This has become my favorite gloss. Enunciate. It's like glossy enough, but not too glossy. And it just deposits the perfect amount of pigment. It's just so natural. And it just like blends everything out. Anyways, so sis fails to tell me that we're staying in her uncle's old abandoned house, and while he's away in Timbuktu, I don't know, and this house was in Timbuktu. It was like right on the outskirts of San Antonio, and I was just like, okay, well, at least we have a place to sleep when we're not homeless. So yeah, sis starts like having emotional breakdowns. I mean, this story isn't that interesting. Long story short, I stuck through it. I told her I went and I found a sugar daddy. I was gonna go find a sugar daddy. So look, this is what happened with the sugar daddy. So I guess this story is kind of chaotic. So I was going to a modeling school that I found while I was down there, and it was online, and I needed the money to pay my tuition, and also to find somewhere to stay, and also to eat, and also to survive. So I went online to get a sugar daddy, and long story short, this guy tried to scam me, and I was like, I know you're trying to scam me. I'm gonna let you do it anyway so I can get the money and I'll give it to you. So I did it. I let the man scam me, and instead of giving him the money, I put it in my account because I know it was gonna go negative in my bank account anyway. So I was like, he's not gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. So that's basically how I was able to get an Airbnb and leave the lady after she was acting crazy and leaving me with her kid from like, yeah. So I was like, scam me, bitch, because I know you're gonna scam me. And he basically scammed me, and I took his money, and I went and got an Airbnb, and he was having people call me and text me from different numbers and sending me pictures of guns and stuff and saying that he was gonna grape me and that he was gonna kill me and my family. And then he was sending me the addresses of the people in my family, but it was the part of the family that I don't really like, so I was like, get him. And see, I didn't really say that, but a part of me was like, I don't like them hoes, so fuck them niggas. But it was serious, so I actually did call the police and was like, yo, this guy's threatening me and my family. They were like, it's most likely not real. They were just like, keep an eye out, and we'll keep an eye out. Call us if anything, and don't go anywhere alone, or leave or like, basically be careful. So yeah, they never came, just like I expected that they weren't. So nice to be talking about this on social media. So nice. I hope this does not open any like weird doors for me. Strawberry lemonade, cause I love it. Lemonade? No Chick-fil-A sauce? My drinking face is so ugly, like. Anyways. But yeah, so then I went to an Airbnb, got caught up with this boy who was back in Dallas. He was like, if you need money or you need somewhere to stay, come stay with me. I was like, okay, I just ran out of money. I need your help. Went to go stay with him. Thought I met the love of my life when I was at the airport, because when he was driving my Uber, we locked eyes, and I was just like, and he was like, call me, and I was just like, yes. And so basically I went to get on my flight, and I met this lady, and I told her everything that was going on. It was like 45 minutes, the whole flight, and sis was like, basically sis was like, this doesn't sound safe. If you need me, I'll got your back. And I was like, thanks, because we went to the same church when I was in San Antonio, and I had like a little notebook from my first time being there, and that's how we connected. And then the story is so long and obnoxious. And then basically, like, the guy that I went to stay with, this is why you don't stay. I went to the boy's house and I like stayed with him, and I told him, I'm like, I don't have interest in you like that. Like, he was crusty, dusty, musty, stanky. I mean, I was homeless, but so how can I talk? But still, like, I still wasn't busted. And plus I don't date for money. I don't date for money. I like money, but I don't date for money. All seriousness. I like money, but I don't date for money. I'm too weird to date for money. They want someone really pretty, and I'm just... Yeah, I was in Texas. And I went and lived my life after she saved me from that man trying to put his dog between my buns when I was sleeping, because there was only one bed and it was a studio apartment and I had nowhere to go, and he was only trying to feed me nothing but eggs. And then he tried to force me to go into the Navy with him, because he said he came home one day and was like, we're going into the Navy. So I contacted her one day and I was like, hey, I need your help. And she was like, here's $800, get a bus back to San Antonio. And I was like, okay. And so yeah, I did. And then that started a whole bunch of other chain reactions where I started dating this guy in San Antonio, and I found out that people, just because you're cute doesn't mean you're not crazy. There was this one guy I dated, the guy from that I had met on the Uber, and he used to rock, bro, and he used to be driving right when he was walking, because like I told you, I'm a stoner. So we were smoking, and he'd be like, yeah. He also didn't know my real name. He'd be like, it's the Millie Boy show. Bro, I was like, what the fuck is that? And like, bro, he's just weird. And like, when he would talk to me, like, bitch, are you okay? And then he just want to bring me around on his deliveries for him driving, and I was just like, oh my god, like, and like, the boy couldn't help that he was broke, but at least like leave me to eat my 3 meals a day, like, buy me. That was the time I was grateful for them eggs. Okay, but yeah. So, and then I met another boy who tried to bring knives into the bedroom, and I thought I was going to be on the next documentary for a serial killer. That one, he actually ended up cheating on me. So when so homeboy told me that his worst fear, like, was like having a child, because he was younger than me. Not that younger than me where it's like jailbait, where it's like jail. Not at all. But it was like I was robbing the cradle a little bit. I was cougaring. But I convinced little broski, since he decided to cheat on me and create drama with his ex-girlfriend about me while he was lying on her to me and putting us both against each other, and we ended up working at the same workplace. I told him that I was pregnant, and I told him that since he was so scared to be a father, he doesn't have to be in the kid's life, and that's why I was moving, and that I blocked him on everything. And then like yeah, and he's been trying to contact me. But he told me he said that he doesn't want to be in the kid's life anyways. He just wants to know that the kid is his, but there is no kid. Exo tatted all on my body, yeah. But yeah, and then he ended up beating his girlfriend and putting bruises all over her body and pulling a gun on her twice. Yeah. Also, someone that when I was in San Antonio with, I broke up a knife fight with. I was climbing on roofs in San Antonio. What else was I doing in San Antonio? I was going on hikes in the woods with the warthogs and the deer and all kinds of things. San Antonio was good. I learned how to longboard. I went on this tall tower that spins and you can see all the city. What else? Just a bunch of cool things in San Antonio. If you've never been, I really recommend it. Like, Texas is the best. Like, I want to go to Houston, but I also want that Megan Thee Stallion body, and I think I want it because I think I want to go to Houston because I love Megan Thee Stallion in my own way. Like, I just want to. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye.